Hey guys, how are you? It's been so long. I hope you guys are good. Wow, one of my eyebrows looks so much bigger than the other. And I mean, I look very ratchet, but you know what's important right now to me? My 2-year surgery anniversary is tomorrow. So, I always record a video. I've probably recorded like 4, and they're all on my computer right now. I was just watching them and they're like hysterical. But I never upload them for you guys. So I'm really gonna try to get this up. Probably not tonight. Probably tomorrow. Maybe never. Who knows? Because I'm not that good with following through on projects. But I kind of wanted to do like an overview / talk about the pros and cons 2 years in, and talk about things I'm always asked and things like that. For those of you that don't know, I got gastric bypass December 2013, and then almost a year ago, I got skin removal surgery. I've lost over 150 pounds, and I mean, it was the best decision of my life ever. So thankful. I don't even know like where to begin, guys. But I can't believe my 2-year is tomorrow. I legitimately feel like yesterday was my 1 year, and I was just amazed that I was healthy and not in the hospital. And so I can't believe it's been 2 years. This year has been crazy, been full of work and drama, but also good drama. And I got my own apartment and dealt with gaining weight and losing weight and gaining weight. And then I got skin removal. It's just been so like up and down, but it's all been so worth it. And everything that I have done, I wouldn't change. If that makes any sense. But let's talk about some of the hard things. So for me, I would say 2 years post-op gastric bypass, some of the hardest things for me still to deal with are not having any sweets, like especially lately. I've really been craving like a real cupcake or a real brownie, or be able to order dessert when I go out to eat or something like that. But I can't. And I know that's something that I decided to kind of forfeit once I got the surgery, so it's something I'll deal with, along with not having carbonation. I will admit that I have had probably like up to a half of a beer before, and I felt like shit. In the past 2 years, I have not had a Diet Coke, any soda, and that's been killer for me because I used to drink, I would say, probably 2 or 3 cans of Diet Coke a day. I was obsessed. So that was a big change for me, but I know that's something I can never dabble back into because it will just start all over again. So you really got to think before you do any weight loss surgery if you're really willing to give up that carbonation. Obviously, the sweet thing, you can still have sweets with some of the surgeries, but with gastric, you can't. So you need to figure that one out. Another thing that's like a little bit difficult, but I really don't give too much thought to it or care too much about it anymore, because like I feel like I am in a good spot with myself, is like when someone's like, oh, like Blair, why aren't you eating a lot? And I'm like, I'm not that hungry, or I'm like, I'm gonna save it for later. Or if like I know them, I'll tell them I got the surgery. But if I don't really know you, bro, I'm not gonna tell you. It's none of your business. Or if someone's asking me why I have scars, like if I happen to go like this, or like my shirt comes up, or like I'm wearing a crop top. Actually, no, I'm not that risque that I'm wearing a crop top that like my tummy scar shows, but if someone sees any of my scars from my skin removal surgery and they ask me about it, I'll be like, I lost a shit ton of weight and I got the skin removed. Or like, if I'm being really sassy, I'll make up a ridiculous story, but if you guys don't feel comfortable telling anyone your story, don't tell them. It's your business and you did what you needed to do for you. So you say what you gotta say. Like, my mom always told me that it's my business and I can tell who I want, but the world doesn't need to know. But at the same time, like, I am an open book with you guys, and like, I have an Instagram about my weight loss. So I am very open about it, but it did take me a little while to tell you guys about my skin surgery because I just wasn't ready. But for some people, you know, like, it's a really big deal and it's a really big surgery. So the best way, I guess, to get around it is just to say, oh, like, I'm not that hungry, or I don't like it that much, or I just had a really big meal. I'm saving it for later. I really want to eat it for lunch tomorrow. I'm trying to be good, sort of thing. Just, I don't have like a definite answer for that. And I know I'm not even like answering questions. I'm just telling you what's hard, I guess, about having the surgery, but sorry for that rant. Another thing that's been difficult to me adjusting to, and it's definitely been like trial and error, is drinking alcohol. There was a little bit this summer where I definitely thought that I could drink more than I definitely should. And they always told me before my surgery that, you know, you have to be careful of not letting alcohol replace your addiction with food because you're not really able to, you know, have food anymore. And like, you know what I mean? I'm not able to have that bingey, crazy relationship with food anymore because of my pouch. But alcohol still goes down easy. So it's been hard finding that balance, and there definitely were some nights where, you know, I would drink too much and I would kind of push my body's limits. But it's all a learning process, and I'm not saying that I know everything now because I don't, and I'm still completely learning. But, you know, I am 22, and that doesn't mean that I can drink as much as my other 22-year-old friends. I got gastric bypass. I have a teeny tiny tummy, and I can't process alcohol the way other 22-year-olds can, and I kind of just still have to this day, wrap my head around it. You know, because definitely I let food be a way for me to escape. And when I binged, I definitely would escape and I would have that high. And when I'm drinking, I don't really think about like my weight loss or what I ate for the day or how I don't like how my arms look or about how someone said this about my body or how I feel about my body, something like that. I don't think about that. So it's that same feeling I got with the food, you know, drinking like is a little bit of an escape. So it's really finding that balance, and it's all about having a healthy relationship with any vice. So it's hard. It really is, guys, but it's gonna keep getting better, right? Okay, okay, so we just talked about the negatives, but let's talk about all the positives. Oh my god, there's so many. But, like, it's so nice to be able to, like, eat to live, not live to eat. You know, not have your whole day be revolved around food or when you're going to get your next fix or if you're going to go here, if it's going to be a good enough meal and things like that. Like, I don't really think that much like that anymore. Of course, there are days where I'm like, oh, like I want to pig out. I want to eat whatever I want. And I do give myself, trust me, I give myself what I want. But I'm not consumed by it. And I don't have that like ball and chain of my food thoughts that is just controlling everything. Like, I can do other things. I can work on a client and not be thinking about what I'm going to have for lunch, or be with my friends and this is the best example. I can be out to dinner with my friends and order our food and actually listen to the conversation I'm having with my friends and catch up with them, instead of staring around the restaurant waiting for my food, wondering where the fuck it is, because I'm so obsessed with my food and not even listening to my friends. I remember doing that when I was really in my addiction. I would go to dinner with my girlfriends and not even really listen to them, just be like, but in my mind be like, where are my nachos? Where are my nachos? Where are they? Where are they? But now I can sit down and like enjoy the company of my friends, and like when my food comes, and I can enjoy that too. But I can just like live my life without my food controlling it. So it's really nice. It's just relaxing, definitely. And it's nice to have my health back. Like, I'm 22. I should be the healthiest person, the healthiest version of myself ever, and I am, finally. But I definitely wasn't 2 years ago. It took a lot to get to the point I am, but I did, and just everything that took me to get here makes me want to stay here. And like, I have fluctuated on this scale, but that's because, I have let myself eat a little bit more, or eat things that I shouldn't be eating a lot, if that makes sense. Is this making sense, guys? I don't know. I never make sense, I feel like, but I feel like you get me a little bit. And then I wanted to talk about like questions that I always get in my DMs or on my photos or things like that. Okay. I always get asked, like, how much weight did you lose right after the surgery? You're not going to get weight loss surgery and wake up 40 pounds lighter. That's not how it works. If you know anything about weight loss surgery, you have to go through different stages of what you can eat. Like, you go through liquids, puree, soft purees, harder purees, different between every surgeon, but you do lose a lot of weight during the beginning. Like, that's when your body's like, holy shit, like, you did something different and you're not eating nearly as much as what you used to, and you will drop a lot, but you're not going to wake up 40 pounds, 50 pounds later. That's just not how it works, guys. So I'm sorry to tell you that, but that's not how it works. Also, I get a lot of questions about being like, oh my god, I've only lost X amount and I'm X amount months out, like, what can I do? Is it okay? Is this normal? Whatever is going on is normal for your body. Whatever is happening with you is how your body is supposed to be acting. So, I mean, that's what I think. I think everything happens for a reason, but I am not a doctor. I don't know anything. Whenever I stalled, and I've said this before, whenever I stalled, I always changed something up. So, like, the first time I stalled, I added fat back into my diet. The second time I stalled, like, I changed up my workout. Like, it's just all about kind of, I think, tricking your body into, like, doing something different. Like, when you got weight loss surgery, you completely changed your body, and then it starts to get used to it, and then I feel like you just have to keep switching it up. But that's how I handle stalls, and I think it's completely normal to stall. I think it's called a journey for a reason, or else it would be called like a sprint. But but it's normal. And also, I feel like you guys ask me, like, do I eat what I want? And, like, how do you deal with cravings and stuff like that? 2 years out, excuse me, I just burped a little bit, TBH. 2 years out, I do give myself what I want. And honestly, I think sometimes I do give myself, like, I'm too easy on myself, and I'm like, oh, just have it, Blair. Like, you can have a little bit of this and that. But at the same time, that's the only way I feel like I can diminish or, like, keep my cravings at bay, is, like, giving in to them a little bit. And, like, some days I'll have days that I'm perfect with my macros, and some days I'll have ones that I go way over or way under, and it changes. It always changes. But I'm not perfect, neither is my journey, and I'm the first person to say that. Yeah, and I'm not a doctor, and I'm not trying to, like, tell you to get weight loss surgery or tell you to get gastric bypass, or saying that gastric bypass or weight loss or skin surgery is the way to go. I'm just telling you my experience and kind of checking in 2 years post gastric, because it's exciting for me and I haven't really talked about it in a while. So yeah, I've been looking at my phone because I kind of made a little cheat sheet on what I wanted to talk about, which I barely even stuck to, but I'm a rambler and I'm Italian, so I keep using my hands. But I love you guys, and on the note of being 2 years out, I wouldn't have been able to do this without you guys. I started this whole thing not knowing anyone in real life who got gastric bypass or any type of weight loss surgery, so I really clung to my phone and Instagram and my weight loss fam on Instagram, and you guys, like, got me through so much. And the least I can do now is kind of give back, and I feel like I'm not even that good about, like, answering my DMs or, like, my comments, but you guys honestly mean a lot to me, and I consider so many of you my friends, and it's just amazing that I think we have this community that we do. So I want to thank you guys for being there for me for the past 2 years, and I'm excited to be there for you for the next years to come and to see your journeys and everything like that. But thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys have been a huge part of my journey. It's actually kind of heartwarming that we've been together for 2 years, guys. It's a long time. But I love you guys, and I will talk to you when I talk to you, whenever that is, because I'm so bad with these. But happy 2 years to me, and happy anniversary or month anniversary to you guys, or happy choosing to even research weight loss surgery or weight loss. If that's what you're doing, good for you. This video is 19 minutes. I'm going to go now. But seriously, I love you guys. You're amazing. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Happy holidays. Stay safe, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.